Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, January 20th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the latest information from this past week, plus anything that's upcoming in the very near future in 15 minutes or less to give you all the information you need to go ahead and go on with your day. So you don't have to dig through all the Discords and all the Twitter feeds and all that fun stuff, trying to get it to you all here in 15 minutes. So before we actually jump into the news, let me go ahead and restate this. I mentioned this last time. I am going to go through a process over the next 3 months where I try and review every game possible. While I'm going through this process, I'm going to go ahead and start eliminating more of those abandoned projects, because I've already found a few that are on my list that were active, say, a month ago and not really active anymore. So that'll be part of the process as I'm going through this, really try and weed out all those bad eggs, we'll go ahead and say. And not all of them are bad eggs because they're bad people, but also circumstances to the market. We won't get into that detail. But what I'm going to go ahead and go through is dig through those. I've already got a few recorded. I slowed down a little bit just because I want to go through all the correct means and get all the permissions to use the correct logos and all that fun stuff, just to CYA for myself and obviously to make sure we can continue to do this for the community. So I'm still moving forward with it. It's just a little bit slower kicking off. Probably by the time you've watched this, I may already have one out there. I'm undecided if I'm going to drop that on yesterday, Friday, or if I'm going to kick that off here tomorrow or Monday. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be coming here shortly. Actually, they're all going to be kicking off here shortly. I've started reaching out to the rest of the projects. It's going to be fun times, and hopefully a very helpful tool for everybody either in the community or joining the community. Before we jump into the video, I know I have to do everyone's least favorite part of the video and let you know this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word or anything that's said in this video as financial advice or advice in any way. I'm just a gamer playing a game and reviewing games as part of this. I am not telling you to jump into any project or anything along those lines. Do your own research. Make sure it's right for you. Go ahead and pause this video and read this thoroughly before we jump into it. All right, so let's get back to the video. All right, let's go ahead and dive in with one of the biggest updates from this past week. Music Mogul, something that's been kind of not necessarily on hold, but in development for almost a year and a half, and I think 2 years. I don't remember the exact date when they officially announced this, but it's been out there for a while in development. It is officially live. I haven't had the chance to go ahead and test it yet, but I hear some good things about it, and I hear some okay things about it. So go ahead in the comments down below. Let me know if you've tried Music Mogul and what you think of it. If you have tried it, what's a good starting point? I haven't looked at this in probably about a year since they did the alpha a while ago, and I'm not sure what's all changed with it. So go ahead in the comments below. Let me know, have you tried it? How do you like it? And what do you think is a good starting point to test out the game so I can go ahead and do a good review on it? So go ahead and check that out. If you've been holding on to those Music Mogul NFTs for quite some time now, you can finally go ahead and start using them. Next on the list, we have Oxia Origin. The reason I'm bringing this up earlier in the list is a couple things. First of all, they put out this really cool, I guess, trailer for the beta that's coming out here shortly. It looks very interesting, especially if you like the space open world style of a game. And I actually meant to click in here and start that from there. So it looks pretty neat. The one thing I wanted to mention to this, as soon as the beta is available, I'm going to go ahead and test it out. I also have some keys to go ahead and give away, so keep an eye out on my Discord. It's going to drop here in the next probably 24, 48 hours, some sort of announcement that lets you know how to potentially get a key for the beta if you're interested in trying it. So go ahead and keep an eye out on the Discord. That will be dropping here soon. Next on the list, we have Danu Games. Just a quick announcement here. If you're not familiar with it, so far the past months, you needed to get a new 30-day pass every 30 days. Once it expired, you had to move on. They made an announcement here. There's a couple ways that you can go ahead and get access to it. If you have a 30-day pass and you go through that 30-day pass and you get 21 uncommon badges, you now have access for alpha forever until beta's live, which is awesome because those 21 badges in that pass gives you access to alpha. It'll give you a character for beta, and it'll give you a character for launch, which is great. A lot of people are looking forward to that because they're tired of buying a new pass every 30 days. So this is great news for everybody involved. Also for those of you that are old pass owners, if you have gold, silver, emerald, or any of those early ones other than the tournament does not work, but any of those other badges or passes that are out there, if you have an associated 21 pass badges that go with those passes, for example, legendary with the gold pass and so forth, epic with the silver pass, you will have access to the game also. So you can go ahead and keep playing. They're trying to get people in there to continue to play. There's a lot of concern around the price to enter. So this is the Danu team going ahead and making some adjustments to really make it a little bit better for the community. So great job with them for making these adjustments to help out and get people continuing to play the game. Next on the list, we have Wbat. Just quick news here. They have a Master Pack blend that's going on right now. You can go ahead and check out their Discord for all the details. Also, I've heard they're making some adjustments to mining power in the game. I don't have all the details. I haven't had a chance to read through that. Those announcements yet, but there's some changes coming, so please keep an eye on their Discord, especially if you're an active player in Dungeon Masters. Make sure you're up to speed on the changes that are coming here in the near future. Then on the list, we have NFT Battle Miners. A couple updates from them. They just had a sale here on the 16th. They have a big update coming to not necessarily the Shadow Depth side, but the Battle Miner side, where they're going to be introducing Alchemy, which is a big addition. So it's just adding some more features to the game, more entertainment to the game, which I love, that they're really balancing both sides of its Shadow Depths and also the mining side to really continue to keep people engaged. If you're playing the Shadow Depth side, as of the time of this recording, there's about 14 days left, so go ahead and keep pushing, see how far you can get up the leaderboards. I am climbing slowly. I'm trying to get to my goal of the top 50. If I can continue to go, I might get there. How are you doing if you're playing Shadow Depths? I will have a final episode coming out here in roughly about 14 days to show you my final results for the season and how I ended up doing and my lessons learned from the season. So keep an eye out for that. Next on the list, we have a couple FGL updates. First of all, we have a new PVP part of the game that is released. I'm going to go ahead and do a separate video on this one, so I'm not going to cover all the details of this, but I encourage you to take it out, take a look at it. If you like Outlaw Troopers, you looking for a PvP style of the game, go ahead and check this out. It looks super interesting, and just a new addition, a new feature for Outlaw Troopers. Then we got Mecca World. They actually made some updates to the dice tournament just to make it a little more helpful, a little more efficient for everybody that's playing the game. So that was released this week. And then last but not least, they kicked off a week 3 tournament. It's another one of those Beat the Horde tournaments that's in between the seasons. This one is sponsored by Aphelium. I know there's a lot of Discord loving fans of Aphelium, so if you like that and you like Cosmic Clash, might be a good combination to take a look at as far as that competition goes. Taco, just a couple announcements here. They did do a pack drop here. They kicked off season 3 of Combs a few days ago. So if you're into that, there's some huge prizes that they're always giving away. As far as the season goes, last season they gave away over 400,000 in wax. They got a lot going on for this season also. So some cool things going on there. In addition, from the comb side, wanted to let you know that one of the items had the wrong image in it. So there is I guess a replacement blend that's out there. So go ahead, if you went ahead and got this one, the R4-O-N, go ahead and check out just the announcements in their Discord to make sure that you have the correct one so you can go ahead and use it in game. Like I said, they do have a correction blend out there. All the details are in the Discord. Next on the list, couple things from Nova Pangea. Again, Nova War is coming out here very shortly, which means they're going to have a drop here to really prep for it. There is a whole Medium article on the drop. I want to go ahead and do a separate video on that. Hopefully it drops next week to prepare you for that drop. So that is going on there. Plus, shout out to a bunch of other content creators out there. They are actually going to be doing a lot of streaming with the Nova Pangea team to really explain Nova War. So you get a better understanding, walk into it, because it is a big addition. I watched a video or a live stream that Mike had on Twitter a few days ago where he was with the lead dev and they were kind of walking through some of the details and development processes for the game. It looks super interesting, especially if you like arena style, PvP style matches. This might be a really cool option for you. So go ahead and check out any one of these streamers. I'll also try and do a video on it also prior to the release of Nova War. Just give you some background, let you know how it goes. I love the media that they're doing with this because it's really preparing players for what's coming instead of just dropping on them with a Medium article. They're actually showing the game, they're showing the testing, they're showing the development process. It's a really neat inside view on how games are developed. So the nerdy side of me really enjoys that part of it. And then from the gamer side of me, I like to see what's coming, which is pretty cool that they're doing all that work there. And then Realm, just go ahead. As of right now, they have the second global event that's kicked off yesterday and is continuing through tomorrow. So go ahead and jump in there if you're playing Realm. Then we have Forged Arena. They did their weekly updates. They're back on a cycle. The one that I'm showing here is technically a little bit late. Remember, I record these recaps on Friday morning, so probably by the time you're watching this, they will have another or update out there for their weekly updates. Go ahead and check out their Discord in the announcement section for all the latest details on that. And then I wanted to give a congratulations to Blockchain Brawlers. They were able to reach the 20,000 brawl holders. Basically, they have 20,000 accounts that are holding their token. That's a lot of accounts, especially on the Wax blockchain. Curious to see how much each one of them are holding. But it's really neat that they actually have reached that milestone. So congratulations again to them. And also a quick reminder, again, Music Mogul from this studio is live, so go ahead and check it out. Thrive on Mars, just wrapping up an auction for an owner's card. I'm actually going to be doing a video on them hopefully shortly. I did one on a while ago, so I want to kind of jump back into it. Check out some more details as far as Thrive on Mars goes. Pixon had a really big update coming out there. So check that out as far as some of the details that are going on with that. The Dread wager is probably the biggest addition. They've been talking about that for quite some time. So that is officially released. And then next, many of you are aware of this for NFT Panda. They actually have a collaboration event going on with Alien Worlds, where basically you can use both NFTs in the game to win some prizes within there. I'm just slowly getting back into NFT Panda. I haven't played in probably about 2 years, so I just kind of jumped back into it this week. So I'm testing it back out. You also have a video on this coming out here shortly, not only related to their collaboration event that's going on, plus the overall game. Just kind of give you background. Yes, they are still active. I actually heard someone on Twitter in response to the one post that I put out there, surprised that NFT Panda is still out there. Yes, they're still out there. Yes, they're going strong. They just don't get a lot of media right now. So I wanted to go ahead and do a review for them to try and get some more information out there about that. And then last but not least, if you're not familiar with it, I missed this announcement last week probably by about an hour. I recorded it and then they announced it. But if you're a Harry Potter fan, they actually have a Harry Potter drop going on the 23rd, coming up here on Tuesday. This is probably one of the better drops, at least from my personal opinion, that they've done in quite some time. It actually looks pretty unique as far as some of them go. This one's the Grail is kind of bleh. But I love this one. This one's the Freddy Funko as the Death Eater. It doesn't look like super crazy, but the concept's pretty cool. Just getting him with the black crown and the black outfit with the skull. I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. Plus, they have a number of other super unique looking NFTs that are part of this collection. So I think this one's going to actually do pretty well. So you let me know down in the comments below. Or are you going to go ahead and jump into this? This has roughly the same amount of packs that the last couple drops have gone. So I'm curious to see if it sells out or not. I may jump into it. I enjoy Harry Potter. I'm not the hugest fan, but this one, the royalty seems pretty cool to me. Let me know what your thoughts are below. That's about it for this week's weekly recap. Again, keep an eye out. These are going to start soon. So if you are a project team and I have not reached out to you, I will be reaching out to you shortly for a number of different things, just mostly information, just to make sure clarity around the project, plus permission to go ahead and use your logos and your visuals. Just want to make sure that we CYA as much as possible with everything that's going on in the world. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.